Hello friends, today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is mole concept. It is very interesting topic. It has vast application in numerical problems in chemistry. Before starting this mole concept, we will discuss very important mass determination. We know atom, it has two types of mass. One is atomic mass, another one is equivalent mass. Every atom, it has two types of mass, atomic mass and equivalent mass. But molecule, it has molecular mass and equivalent mass. Another one is empirical mass. Empirical mass. Empirical mass, equivalent mass and molecular mass. So let us start how atomic mass of the atom is determined. If you see, two atoms, this is a smaller one, this is bigger one. Bigger one means it is heavier than smaller one. So, atomic mass, we should not think it is the mass of the atom. Actually, it is the relative mass. Atomic mass of the atom, it is the relative mass. Relative mass of the atom which shows how much the atom is heavier than the mass of hydrogen atom. It is the relative mass, means it is not actual mass, it is the comparative mass of the particular atom, which shows how much the atom is heavier than the mass of hydrogen atom. Generally, hydrogen atom is the lightest atom. Hydrogen atom is the lightest atom. Its mass taken as constant. As it is a relative mass, as it is a reference atom, so its mass of hydrogen is taken as 1. What is 1? Means single unit, 1 unit. Hydrogen mass taken as 1 unit. The unknown atom, how many times greater then hydrogen atom, how many times greater than the hydrogen atom will be the atomic mass of the atom? Means, as hydrogen is the lightest atom, its mass is taken as 1 unit. So when you compare the unknown atom with hydrogen atom, how many times it is greater? How many times it is heavier? That is called the atomic mass of the atom. So like this, atomic mass generally compared with hydrogen atom. Similarly, the unit of one, that is unit of atomic mass, is called AMU. AMU. That means 1 unit. 1 unit, this short form is 1U. 1 unit, 1 atomic mass unit is equal to mass of hydrogen atom. Mass of hydrogen atom. Mass of single hydrogen atom is called 1U, which is equal to 1 mu. And that, if you compare with the carbon atom, it is equal to, as carbon is 12 times heavier than hydrogen atoms, so it is experimentally also proved that carbon atom is 12 times heavier than, greater than hydrogen atom. So 1 mu can be written as 1 by 12 mass of carbon atom. Carbon atom means which carbon atom? Means carbon 612. Carbon has different types of atoms. Already we have read that atom has different isotopes. Carbon, this atom, this isotope, carbon 612. When you take carbon 12, 1/12 of the mass of the carbon atom, 1/12 means 12th part. 12th part of the mass of carbon atom is also called 1 mu. This is called 1 mu. If you take oxygen, it will be if you take oxygen, 1 mu is equal to 1 by 16th mass of oxygen atom. One mu equal to 1/16th mass of the oxygen atom, that is called 1 mu. But it is calculated 1 u equal to 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. 1 u in terms of gram, one single unit, one mu means atomic mass unit, 1 unit equal to 1.66 in 10 to the power 24 gram. This is 1 u. So it is already calculated like this. Hydrogen atomic mass is 1.008, approximately 1 u. Helium 4 u. Lithium 7 u. Beryllium 9, boron 11, carbon 12, nitrogen 14. These are very important. These are atomic mass oxygen 16, fluorine 19, neon 20, sodium 23, magnesium 24, aluminium 27, silicon 28, phosphorus that is 31, sulfur 32, chlorine 35.5 U, 35.5, this is the fractional rate. Potassium, argon is 40, potassium 39, calcium 40. So these are the some important atomic mass of elements from hydrogen to calcium. That means starting from 1 to 20. If you count 1 to 20, the all different atoms, their atomic mass is like this. But other atomic mass, important atomic mass of different elements, you have to remember for mathematical calculation. What are these? Silver is 108, copper that is 63.5, iron that is 56, zinc that is 65. Then bromine is 80, iodine is 137, 137, iodine 127, sorry, it is 127, barium 137, like this. These are the some important elements and their atomic mass. So this mass all are relative mass. It is not actual mass. It is a comparative mass with carbon atom or with oxygen atom or with hydrogen atom. If you compare, then the value will be this mass. So these are the calculated atomic mass of elements. As we know that atom has different isotopes. As we know, atoms has different isotopes. So, for calculation of average, let atom A has 3 isotopes. Suppose A1, A2, A3. Atom A has 3 isotopes. These are isotopes. Different types of atom. Element is A, but different atoms. A1, A2, A3. Let A1 is X% available. This is Y%. And this is Z%. How much A1 is available, how much A2 is available, how much A3 is available, that is the percentage of particular isotopes. These are isotopes A1, A2, A3 and their percentage. Then what is the actual atomic mass? What is the average atomic mass? Average atomic mass of these elements is equal to A1, A2, A3. It has particular atomic mass. Every atom has atomic mass. Suppose it atom a element. Element A has three atoms, A1, A2, A3. A1 percent is X percent, Y percent, Z percent. Average atomic mass, let A1 mass is M1, A2 mass is M2, A3 mass is M3, because each atom has atomic mass. Each atom has atomic mass. Isotope A1 has mass M1, A2 has M2, A3 has M3. What is the actual atomic mass of element A? It will be M1 into percentage plus M2 into percentage plus M3 into percentage of M3, M2 and M1 upon 100. So this is the average atomic mass of the element A. Average atomic mass of the element, if it has number of isotopes, element has isotopes, then the calculation of average atomic mass is actual isotopic mass. This is called isotopic mass into percentage. Isotopic mass into percentage. Then isotopic mass into percentage. If it has a 2, then 2 will be written. If 3, 3 will be written. Like this. This is the calculation of atomic mass of the element if element has different types of what? Isotopes. Then another formula regarding atomic mass is, it can be calculated atomic mass of the element into specific heat is equal to 6.4. This is very important formula. This is the very important formula in the calculation of atomic mass. Atomic mass of the unknown element is equal to 6.4 by specific heat. What is specific heat? Atomic mass already discussed. It is the comparative mass, relative mass with the hydrogen atom or oxygen atom or carbon atom. How much time it is heavier than particular element, that is called atomic mass. But what is specific? Every substance has specific heat. Specific heat symbol is S. S is equal to heat absorbed upon per mass per degree temperature. What is this? Per degree temperature means K means Kelvin. S is equal to heat absorbed by the substance per mass. Per mass means per gram. Per degree rise of temperature. When heat will be supplied, temperature will increase. Per degree rise of temperature. For increasing 1. To increase 1 degree, how much heat is absorbed? For 1 gram mass. For 1 gram mass, how much? For 1 gram mass, how much heat is absorbed? For 1 rise of temperature. 1 degree rise of temperature. That is called specific. Means fixed. Fixed means what? Fixed? Mass is fixed and temperature is fixed. How much? Per degree, per gram. How much heat is absorbed? That is called specific. That is very small value. So S is heat absorbed by mass into K. If specific heat of substance is known, every substance has specific heat. Every substance. All substance have specific heat. Specific heat into atomic mass always equal to 6.4. This is approximate value. This is approximate value for calculation of atomic mass. So atomic mass can be calculated in this way in the U. Then come to molecular mass. For molecular mass, we know molecular mass, it is the sum of all atomic mass, sum of all atomic mass of the atoms, atomic mass of atoms in the molecule. Sum, addition. Suppose compound is A to B. This molecule, what is the atomic mass? Atomic mass of A into 2, because A has mass, into 2 plus mass of B. Example, water. What is the atomic molecular mass of water? 2 into 1, because hydrogen atomic mass is 1, into 2 plus oxygen is 16, that is 18 U. Already we have discussed that U is the atomic mass unit. Everything written in the form of U, 18 U. Similarly, sulfuric acid. I can calculate sulfuric acid molecular mass. 2 into 1 plus 1 sulfur, 32, plus 4 oxygen, 4 into 16, it will be 98 U. Glucose, C6, H12O6, 6 into 12 plus 12 into 1 for hydrogen plus 6 into 16, that will be 180 U. So like this we can calculate molecular mass. If you take molecule and its weight compared with hydrogen atom, that is also called molecular mass. Weight, a molecular mass. What is this? It is the mass of the molecule which shows how many times the mass of molecule is greater than the mass of hydrogen atom. Same, we take hydrogen atom as the reference atom because it is the lightest atom. Each hydrogen atom taken as 1 unit. So how many times the molecule is heavier than hydrogen atom? That is called molecular mass. But molecular mass can be calculated by adding atomic mass of all atoms in the molecule. That's why we have done some examples. So this is regarding molecular mass. Molecular mass can be as molecular mass only for molecule. Atom, it has atomic mass, but atom has no molecular mass. But if you tell if monoatomic, for monoatomic means one atom. For example, helium. For helium, molecular mass is equal to atomic mass. That is 4 U. 4 U is the atomic mass. It is the atomic mass and it is also molecular mass. Why molecular mass and atomic mass is same? Because it is Which form? In monoatomic form, not in combined form. That's why atomic mass is equal to molecular mass. The next important mass of the elements or in other compound is very important. That is equivalent mass. Equivalent mass, it is related to atomic mass and also molecular mass. To calculate equivalent mass, we have to know the mass, that is atomic mass and molecular mass. It is symbol is E. E means equivalent mass. E of element is equal to atomic mass by valence. For example, E of equivalent mass of oxygen will be how much? Atomic mass is 16, valency of oxygen is 2, that is 8 U. What is equivalent mass of oxygen? 8 U. E of magnesium will be how much? Magnesium atomic mass is 24, valency is 2, that is 12. Valency of the atom you have to remember. Valency of atom you have to remember. Then you can calculate E of aluminum. How much? 27 by 3, that is 9. E of copper, that is 63.5 by 2, that is 31.75. If valency is 2, if valency is 1, copper has 1 valency and 2 valency, it will be 63.5 by 1, that is 63.5. It depends upon the valency. If 1 valency, equivalent mass will be this much. So, like this, the element equivalent mass is related to, if valency is 1, equivalent mass equal to atomic mass. For example, your hydrogen, it will be 1 by 1, that is 1 U, because valency of hydrogen is 1. Equivalent mass is 1 and atomic mass also 1. Equivalent mass is 1, atomic mass is 1. Both is same because 1 valence. So like this, you can calculate the equivalent mass of element. Then equivalent mass of acid. Equivalent mass of acid. The formula is, acid means, acid is a compound, so we can write molecular mass. Molecular mass upon number of H plus ion. Number of H plus ion. It is also called basicity. It is also called basicity. Number of H plus is called basicity. Example. For example, this is the first formula. This is the second formula. Example is sulfuric acid for H2SO4. What is the equivalent mass? Molecular mass is 98 by how many H plus present? 2. That's why 49 is the equivalent mass of sulfuric acid. Sodium hydroxide, acid. For acid, for HCl. HCl is molecular mass is 36.5 upon 1 because 1 H plus. That's why 36.5. So like this, different acids, their equivalent mass can be calculated by knowing molecular mass. element, acid, then third is base, E of base. E of base is same formula, but it is molecular mass upon number of OH minus. That means, for example, sodium hydroxide, it will be how much? 40 upon 1, because 1 OH minus. Total mass is 40, then divided by 1. So answer is 40. For calcium hydroxide, what will be? Calcium 40 plus 17 into 2, that is 34 by 2. Why 2? 2H minus. That will be how much? 74 by 2. That is 37. So 37 is the equivalent mass of calcium hydroxide. And this number of OH minus is called as acidity. Number of H plus is called basicity. Number of OH minus is called acidity. Acidity for base and basicity for acid we use. So this is for acid, base and element. Then salt. Number 4. For salt is the combination of acid and base. For salt means salt contain your cation, that is metal ion. So it depends upon valency. Salt equivalent mass is E of salt is equal to molecular mass upon total valency of metal ion. Total valency, not number of metal ion, total valence of metal ion. For example, sodium chloride, what is the equivalent mass? Sodium chloride molecular mass is 58.5. Upon here, as one sodium is present and sodium valence is 1, so only 1. That is answer is 58.5. Sodium sulfate. For sodium sulfate, how much? Sodium 2 sodium 46 plus sulfur 32 plus 4 64. By what is the value? By your sodium valence 1, total sodium means 2, total valence will be 2. That will be value. You will totally add and that value will get, that is the equivalent mass of sodium sulfate. So, for example, calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate, this is 2. This is the formula of calcium. Formula already we have discussed. How can write the formula? Calcium valence is 2, phosphate valence is 3, that is Ca3PO4. What is the formula? Molar mass you will calculate upon how you divide. What value will divide? You divide calcium valence is 2. Again 3 calcium means 6 you will divide. This is very important because your formula is total valency of metal ion. 1 calcium ion valency 2, 3 calcium means 6. You have to divide 6. So like this you can calculate equivalent mass of element, acid, base and salt. Okay? This is the relation between equivalent mass, molecular mass. Then very important, another mass is very important, that is called empirical mass. Before that, we have to know what is empirical formula. molecular formula, empirical formula. That is empirical formula. Empirical formula. It is the simplest form. What is this? It is the simplest ratio of all atoms in the molecule. Simplest ratio. For example, hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is H2O2. This is your molecular formula. MF. MF means molecular formula. What is the empirical formula? Simplest ratio. This is the actual number of atoms present in the molecule. Actual molecule, that is called molecular formula. Simplest form is empirical formula. What is the simplest form? Divided by 2, HO. This is called empirical formula. Glucose, C6H12O6. This is the molecular formula. This is the molecular formula. But what is the empirical formula? Empirical formula simplest ratio C612O6 means it can be divided by 6. How much result? CH2O. So this is the empirical formula. Clear? Simplest ratio is the empirical formula, and the mass is called empirical mass. When you convert into mass, suppose what is the empirical mass? H is 1 and oxygen is 16, total is 17. This is the empirical mass of hydrogen peroxide. What is the empirical mass of glucose? C, that is 12 plus hydrogen 2 plus 1 oxygen 16. Total is how much? 18, 20, 30. 30 is the empirical mass of glucose. 30 is the empirical mass of glucose. What is empirical mass? When empirical formula converted to mass, that is empirical mass. And empirical mass and molecular mass, that is relation. Remember, molecular formula is equal to n times of empirical formula, and molecular mass is equal to n times of empirical mass. What is n? N is the number, means whole number. Whole number. Whole number means 1, 2, 3 like this. It cannot be fraction. Always whole number. For example, carbon dioxide. This is molecular formula, MF. What is the empirical formula? It has same CO2 because same EF. Here EF and MF is same because 1 carbon 2 oxygen cannot be simplified. Already in simplified form. When it cannot be simplified, molecular formula equal to empirical formula, and that means MF is equal to EF when n is equal to 1. When n is equal to 1, molecular formula equal to empirical formula, or molecular mass equal to empirical mass. Then another important relation, that vapor density. Vapor density means Vd is equal to density of gas to the density of hydrogen. That means when you compare the density of hydrogen gas with the density of unknown gas, that is called vapor density of gas. Or vapor density can be written as mass of one molecule of unknown gas to the mass of one molecule of hydrogen. Mass of one molecule of unknown gas to the mass of one molecule of hydrogen. We know mass of one molecule of hydrogen is called molecular mass. That is molecular weight. Mass or weight? Same. To the mass of one molecule of hydrogen is 2. Because you know H2 means mass will be 2. Because 1 hydrogen 1U, 2 hydrogen means 2U. So molecular mass by 2. Then what is the conclusion? Molecular mass of any gas is equal to 2 into its vapor density. What is conclusion? What is mm? Molecular mass is equal to 2 into vapor density. Actually, vapor density is not actual density. Vapor density is the relative ratio of mass of two substance with compared to hydrogen atom. Mass of substance with compared to hydrogen having same volume, or density of gas with the density of hydrogen having same volume, that is called vapor density. So mass of substance with hydrogen mass, if you compare, that is called vapor density. Means it is the relative mass of the unknown gas, relative density of unknown gas with compared to hydrogen. Means you have to divide density of hydrogen, you have to divide mass of the molar mass of hydrogen, molecular mass of hydrogen, that will give vapor density. This is a very important formula for calculation in the mole concept. Okay, thank you all.